Good morning and welcome to the Morning Blunder. I'll play some rapid chess games and review the games afterward. You'll see good moves, bad moves, and of course, plenty of blunders. So jump in, chat with me live. Let's embrace the blunders together because mornings can be tough and so can chess. I'm going to jump into a 10-minute rapid. Name ref. I'm rated 595 on rapid today. Let's start off with the London. I open with d4. Next, I bring my dark squared bishop out to f4. I'm going to complete my pyramid structure here. And my opponent attacks, strikes g5 to attack my dark squared bishop. I'll drop it back. Interesting. My opponent is just pushing pawns. That's definitely an interesting structure we have going on here. I cannot move my knight out. I haven't seen this. Yeah, I'm just going to... at this point, I need to get rid of this pawn. I'm going to continue to develop, though. I'll worry about that later. Bring my knight out a bit. Bring my light squared bishop out. My opponent moves their knight to the edge of the board because the pawn was in the way. Now, I need to take care of this pawn. I need to get rid of this pawn. That my opponent really needs to take here. There you go. Alright. One pawn down. Didn't exactly solve my issue, though. Has definitely messed up my London structure here. And I'll be honest, I'm not really sure what to do now. Let's see. I guess I can just bring my knight to e2. It's not the best square for it, but it's better than nothing. Drop my light squared bishop back. Wow, yeah, my opponent just has pawns all over me. They're very annoying. Yeah, extremely annoying at this point. I'll centralize my rook a little bit. This game's not looking too good for me. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have any moves here. That's the weird part. Like, I guess let's see. Yeah, I need to just start striking pawns again. I'll bring a knight out to f4. This is a weird game. Very weird. The London structure's completely obliterated. I need to. Alright, let's see what we're gonna do here. This knight on h6 is definitely in the way. I'm gonna bring my queen to b1. Then I'm gonna push her up to b2. Then I'm going to attack this rook here on f8. Alright, my opponent attacks my dark squared bishop. So I'm just gonna yeah, that's tough. You know what? I'm just gonna continue my plan, but oh yeah, that's tough. Alright. I'm just gonna move my knight to protect my bishop here. But here's a nice fork. Yeah, and my opponent found the fork. So, oh, let's see. I'm gonna bring my rook. I think I'm just gonna move my rook back to h1. My light squared bishop falls. Oh man, no. I'm just gonna move it up. Yeah. Light squared bishop falls. Queen goes to b2. My intentions are to target that square. Which is a bit tough now. Yeah, this game's all over the place. I mean, honestly, my opponent swarmed me with pawns from the start, and it worked out well for him. Did not see it coming. Let's see if I can get my knight here. Then I'll attack this square again. Oh man. Oh, and there it is. A royal fork. Wow. Yeah, my opponent is destroying me right now. I mean, as simple as that. There's no other way to put it. Just I'm getting obliterated. Oh. Wait, yep. Probably did see it. Okay. So there's another royal, or not a royal fork, but there's another fork. I'm sure my opponent sees this. You have to see it. I mean, how do you not? There you go. Alright. Yeah, this game's done for me. I am done. Not gonna resign though. We're gonna play it to the end. We're gonna see where I screwed up. Multiple areas, obviously. I'm just gonna push my knight up here. Don't really have a game plan. I have no clue what I'm gonna do here. I do hit the knight. I'm not sure if my opponent sees that I'm attacking the knight. Wouldn't really help me out too much, but I guess it's better than nothing. It'd be nice to get that knight. Alright, knight captured. What does my opponent have here though? Where are the checkmating threats? There we go. Now I hit the queen. I mean, I'm pretty sure queen to d3 is checkmate. No, because then I take with my knight. If my opponent blunders this queen right now, I'm back in it. No blunder. and I am down to less than 1 minute. Alright. I'm just going to push a pawn. Pushing a pawn. Now if my opponent goes here or here, I'm hitting him with a fork. Here's a free pawn right here. I'm going to push this pawn. See if I can maybe get the opponent to move the king over. Which means I need to bring this rook here. I have 16 seconds. My opponent has 3 minutes. There we go. Still no fork. Actually, the opposite direction of a fork. Let's see, what do I have? I'm about to lose. I'm about to run out of time, for sure. But that's alright. That's how we win. We get better by losing. And that's game. Alright, let's watch this game. Let's see how terrible I did here. I missed a lot of stuff. 52% accuracy, game rating of 100. Yeah, that's terrible. Book openings. These are all decent moves. Up until move 10, I confused. Yeah, I should have just continued to centralize, I suppose. Here's a blunder for my opponent. Gives away a free bishop. Yeah. Yeah. A free bishop right there. Didn't take it. So that was terrible. Here's another free pawn. So that's what this comes down to. It's just a matter of, especially when you're at these ratings, you know, 500, 600. I mean, really anything under 1,000. It's just a matter of not blundering. Just don't blunder your pieces, and when your opponent blunders there, you grab them. See, look at that. Another that same pawn, still free. It's still a free pawn, and I'm just not grabbing it. Yeah, I could take the pawn, kick the knight, like, oh. Let's see, continuing on. Okay. Game. Let's do a new game here. Let's start fresh. Alright, we're playing black. I'll come out with the Scandinavian. They pass. So whenever your opponent passes you on the Scandinavian, push this pawn to c5 so that you can lock this defense here. And then, oh yeah. My opponent takes. I think I'm just going to move. Yeah, I'll move my queen out to defend my knight. And also attack this. Now, as soon as my opponent moves this dark squared bishop, I'm hitting it. This is also just a free knight. That's a free knight right there. What are you going to do? Take it with your queen? Now, yeah, I'm going to hit right here. Boom, hit it. Now, I can't take the rook. Yeah, no, my opponent needs to take this knight. Because my plan was to take their knight, but then that not only takes my knight, but it defends theirs. So that's definitely a solid plan. You need to take my knight right now. I need to, yeah, I need to. What do I need to do here? I mean, really, I just need to attack this knight. I need to get this knight off my side of the board. I don't like my queen being way up here, though. I don't. So there's a fork there. I did not see that. That's a bad move on my part. I missed the C2 fork. So there's my first blunder. You gonna take it? Or are you gonna attack my queen? There you go. Alright. So I'll fork the same. Yep, I'm going to do that. Move the king down. Check. Yes. Yes. Alright, this is good here. Do I want to take the bishop? Do I want to take the rook? Because as soon as I move this knight, there's another check. I think what I want to do... No, I don't want to mess around. I want to... I mean, I could just... Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Either back up, or this comes here. Alright, there's another check. Now I'm gonna hit it again. There's another fork. Now I'm gonna take the dark squared bishop. There we go. Alright. Now I'm gonna get my queen out of the way here. Alright, actually I have some moves here. I guess I'll grab this pawn. Grab a pawn. Alright, I'm doing pretty decent here. They got me with a fork, but I came back strong. Queen sitting on a2. Opponent has a knight down here on a8. I need to activate my pieces here. That's what I need to do. I need to bring my dark squared bishop out. I need to get my knight out. Uh-oh. That's scary. I should have brought my queen back at some point. Now my dark square bishop is totally locked in. Okay. Oh, this is, yeah, okay. Put pressure on the pin piece, but that doesn't help me. I need to checkmate. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I saw that. Damn, that sucks. Did I actually move that piece? That's what happened there. That's how I got checkmated. I moved that piece. What the heck? I didn't even mean to move it. Oh well. That's the way she goes. That sucks. That sucks. A mouse slip. But I screwed up that game. Probably a bunch of other ways too. So let's see what we got here. Book openings. Book opening with a Scandi. Alright, my opponent blunders a knight. Yeah, so the computer wanted me to capture knight and trade off queens. I don't like trading off my queen. The queen is very powerful, and I'm not good enough to checkmate people without a queen. There's another blunder that I did not see that blunder. That sucks. Yeah, that sucks. Alright, so that was my first major mistake. This is the game-changing move right here for my opponent, bringing their queen down to c2. Okay, so yeah, the computer wanted me to move my knight out and then fork the king in this pawn. That would have been a good move, and I didn't find it. And there was my mouse slip, which was a blunder, obviously. Okay, let's play another game. Yesterday I was 2 for 2. Today I'm 0 for 2. Not doing well at all. Playing black again. I need to learn some better moves for black. Essentially what I do now is let's see. I try to play this gambit where I get him to take this pawn here on d6, and then I recapture with the bishop, bring in my bishop out. See, there we go. Got it. Alright, I'll bring out my knight to f6. I'm going to wait for my opponent to castle kingside, and then we'll start playing some games. So in the meantime, I will go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and bring my queen up, pin that one pawn there. Yeah, let's see here. I have pin right here. Yes, this is what I'm gonna do. Unpin the pawn. I'm gonna castle queenside and put my rook right here, targeting But I'm going to put my rook on the same file as the queen. Okay, so I have... Oh yeah. Let me see here. Let's do some fun stuff here. Alright, I'm going to start pushing this. I need to get this bishop off of this diagonal. Okay, I need to get this bishop off of this diagonal. And then I'm going to play bishop to b4. Actually, first, alright, basically get the bishop off this diagonal here. Knight to e4 to take as a mistake. Okay. What is that? What'd you take? You took... Okay. I think I want to take... Do I have any checks? No? Yeah, I'm going to take with my queen. That ruins that plan. I'm going to bring a knight to d4. Putting a piece on my opponent's side of the board. My opponent attacks. Actually forks. So let's see, what's my game plan here? Yeah, alright. So I'll check the king. Here we go. Start playing some games here. Oh, that was a blunder. I just blundered that knight. No, no, I didn't. Because if you take the knight, I take your queen. That's important. It's the important thing about having. There you go. There it is. Boom. Got it. I just got their queen. Now I got a rook. And their bishop is pinned. Alright, we're looking golden. We're looking pretty good. Yeah, I need to be careful with checks here. So I need to just... Let's see, what do I need to do here? I'm going to move my rook to the same file. Now just keeping in mind, once this thing moves, I have to get my queen out of here. So I want to make sure that I don't have any open checks. See if this Imagine if my opponent could move this light squared bishop to right here and check my king at the same time. I'd be screwed. And my opponent offers to trade material. I think I'm gonna do it. Oh no, I just said that. I just said if my opponent, wow, I'm so stupid. So stupid. Ridiculous. And that's why we're playing under 600. I mean, I can't believe I just did that. I literally just said, hey, if my opponent moves this right here, I need to get my queen out of here. My opponent moves this, I don't get my queen out. So stupid. Anyway, that is how you turn a game around real quick. So what is my game plan here? I don't really have one. You know, I need to get rid of this rook. And then I have some back rank mate things going on here. I guess I can at least just kick a knight. I mean, that's one step in the right direction. Kick a knight so that it can come over here and attack my bishop. Then I'll have to move my bishop. I can at least... I can stop. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just move my bishop to here. I'll kick the knight again. Whammy! Kick that knight one more time. Start doing some pawn action here on the H file. I can't believe I did that. Yeah, I was so proud to capture my opponent's queen, and then I just blunder mine. Mm-mm-mm. Crazy. Crazy days. Crazy. Alright, what you doing here? Did you make your move? My turn? Alright, cool. I'm alright with that. Let's make that swap. Let's make that swap. Okay. You push? Okay. So... kick the knight again. Come on, come down here. Come down here and attack. Alright, what you got there? Yeah, I mean a little one mover. Can't capture. I can't even capture the knight with my king. It's defended by a pawn, of course. You know, we can trade off rooks here, which would be the smart thing to do for my opponent. whenever you're up on material, you want to be trading off pieces. Um, that wasn't smart. Alright, my opponent attacked my rook, forcing it to move. Well, where did I move it? I moved it to capture my opponent's rook and check the king. So, yeah. I will bring my rook back down, and I'm going to push. Actually, no, I can't push that pawn because it's defended by this bishop. So now, well, I can gobble up that pawn. Gobble up that pawn. Yeah. Alright. Wow, just like that, I'm up. I'm up a piece. In material, at least. I don't know exactly what I'm up by. Let's see. There we go. We're gonna start pushing pawns. Is that what we're doing here? I need to get this pawn to the edge of the board for sure. Alright, so my opponent once again attacks my rook, forces it to move, and I move it to a spot where it used to have a piece. That's called capturing a piece. These little one movers, that's the type of stuff that you want to avoid. A one move, there's no plan behind it. You attack something, well, just because you attack something doesn't mean it was a good attack. So I'm not sure that my opponent knows what to do right now. I'm going to move my rook back up here. And I'm going to start pushing this pawn. See, this is just another little one mover. Like, you have to move your bishop now, or I'm just going to take it. See, right now, my opponent is trying to defend this square right here, so I can't promote. Once again, you have to move your bishop or I'm going to take it. So on the next move, I'm either... There we go. I have the bishop. And now, let's see. What can I do here? I can move... let's see. Now this is where it does start to get a bit tricky. So it looks like I will lose this pawn right here. Because I have to save my rook. Yeah. Yeah, I have to save my rook. So I'm losing the pawn. I'll gobble up that pawn. And check. I will check again. I need to get this pawn out of here. For sure. Those two pawns are locked up. Now I can take this knight. I don't know what my opponent's trying to do here because my light squared bishop is defended by my pawn. So there's that. And at this point, oh, that was stupid. Let's see. Oh, no. No. I could not figure out a checkmate. Damn. That was still a fun game though. Had two queens on the board. That's always fun. See, that's just a matter of. That's the only thing I don't like about um 10-minute, just straight 10-minute games. I basically got flagged there. Now, yeah, I wasn't good enough to close the game on a 577 rated player. Yeah, that's a fact. Um, I'm sure, like clearly, if my skill level was higher, I totally could have won that game and not got flagged. You can't even really say I got flagged. I mean, I couldn't I couldn't close the checkmate, but that's all right. We're gonna review it here, see what happened. 3 blunders on both sides. Hey, I mean, I did play an 1100 rated game. Not bad, I guess. So let's see, we'll get through the book moves here. All right. Oh no. Oh no. I left my queen hanging. Well, I guess she wasn't really hanging because I was defending it, but it's not a trade I would have wanted to take at all. Wow. That's scary. Yeah, that was my blunder. Yeah, this is. Hey everyone. If my opponent moves their light squared bishop, I need to move my queen. My opponent moves the light squared bishop. I don't move my queen. Bam. Missed to steal your girl. Now let's get into the end of it here. Alright, this is my opponent blunders here, which I found the move, not a hard move to find. Got it. I mean, these are all good moves. All the way to the end, it looks like.